for the 49ers selection at 27.
With the 27th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Chris Johnson, defensive back, San Diego State.
Although ESPN substandard coverage was not the likely reason that ratings for the NFL Draft were down significantly, being several picks behind, being 5 to 10 minutes behind live coverage of the draft, that damn sure didn't help. Headline at Awful Announcing. NFL Draft viewership down double digits across 3-day run. ESPN averaged 6.6 million viewers over the 3 days of the NFL Draft, down 12% compared to last year. Now, obviously, last year's ratings were boosted by the fact that Shedeur Sanders wasn't drafted until Saturday. This year, there were no storylines. There were very few surprises. To be honest with you, I cannot believe almost 7 million people watch this shit. I don't get it. What is so appealing about the NFL Draft? And look, I don't mean that as an insult if you enjoy watching the NFL Draft. That's great. There are a lot of people who don't understand why I enjoy watching the NBA in the middle of December. I just don't understand the appeal of the draft. I get watching the first round. I understand the appeal of seeing your team's first round selection, but there were almost 4 million people who were watching on Saturday. 4 million people watching players get drafted that no one's ever heard of, and more than likely, you'll never hear from them again. The players drafted in the late rounds, they either have a lot of friends and family, or there were a lot of dudes in America last Saturday who had nothing better to do. What I really don't understand is how late round coverage of the NFL Draft drew a significantly larger audience than the NBA playoffs. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the main channels in the description below. The second and third round of the NFL Draft, it averaged 6.3 million viewers. Final round, 3.7 million. Now, the first round of the NBA playoffs so far is averaging 3.9 million, which means NFL teams drafting mostly unknown players is outdrawing the biggest stars in the NBA. Just think about that. What to me is a painfully boring process where NFL teams are selecting players, the vast majority of which are unknown. That process is more popular than the NBA playoffs. I just don't get it. I don't know if this shows how impressive the NFL is or how irrelevant the NBA has become. The 10 hours of programming from the NFL Draft, everything that happened in those 10 hours, it could be sent to you through email and you can read all the information in a few minutes. Literally, nothing happens. There's nothing exciting about it. I know the first round of the NBA playoffs this year's been the drizzling shits. Initially, I thought Hawks-Knicks was going to be a compelling series, but once the Knicks started to actually play, that series was over. Nuggets T-Wolves, they've got a good rivalry building, but Anthony Edwards got hurt, which took some of the interest out of that series, and Minnesota won last night anyway. If the Rockets can win Game 6 tonight and force Game 7 in Los Angeles, LeBron James and the Lakers, they could be on the verge of being the first team to lose a 3-0 series lead. Now, that is going to be interesting, but I don't know if that potential Game 7 would outdraw the NFL Draft. As watered down as the NFL product has gotten in recent years. As much as they've expanded, as much as they continue putting regular season games overseas, expanding the regular season, trying to put NFL games on every night of the damn week, the NFL seems to be doing everything they can to oversaturate their market. Hell, it's to the point that we are seeing coverage of minicamp on television, not training camp, minicamp. But even with the NFL destroying what I believe is their greatest asset, scarcity, the league continues to dominate everything else on television. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys later on the main channel.